allegedly going against the pronouncements against ending political violence, Mr. Mundubile, and says that he and the entire nation at large expect the head of state or any other senior member of the UPND to condemn the violence that has taken center stage in the country, including the recent attacks at the High Court. He adds it is either President Hichilema is benefiting from the violence or he is not in control of his members due to the numerous promises that he made that he has not yet delivered so far.
The turn of events surrounding violence is very unfortunate, and the Zambian people expected much more from the new government, especially as you have said that during the campaigns they vigorously condemned violence and made an undertaking to the Zambian people that once they form government, violence will be a thing of the past. Firstly, Innocent, without giving a background people may not understand, it's true as a country we remain, because we been able to change governments, smooth transition. That we must be very proud. But that is not to say that the past generations were not marked with violence. The violence in the one elections was unprecedented right across the country. What we saw as experience in Zambian politics or Zambian democratic dispensation. Now that is the starting point. So the pattern that you are seeing around the courts, the violence from the cadres around the courts, harassing witnesses, harassing opponents, actually started at polling stations. This is exactly the same pattern that happened at polling stations. It has continued to the courts. So one cannot resist the temptation of believing that our friends in the UPND had a well-orchestrated plan using violence, where they said before the elections, during the elections, and after the elections. Because in their belief, they actually believe they're not going to win this election. I'm sure from the way that things are going now, you can tell that our friends were not really ready. They were preparing to petition, they were chaos around the courts and so on. So now that they have, there is no instruction that has gone back to the cadres to say, let's abandon their plan because we are now. So there is no need for you attacking your opponents because they are governing. Because the president of this republic, the president of the EPN, on many platforms, in Zambians and in the international community, that is going to be using the rule of law. He has assured and indeed the global world that there is no place for violence in Zambia. How then can you explain the sporadic incidences of violence? So at Lusaka High Court, one of those, we've been speaking all around the happening. Now, no statement that is coming from any of the leaders, not even the president, to send a warning to his members that he will not condone violence.
Opposition Economic and Equity leader Chilufya Tayali has called on the new Dawn administration